Epstein bunny. Did it come? Easter, Esther, Epstein. It's the same people. Their vocal cords apparently are limited when it's creating their human shell. So the words come out of its mouth is limited to how their people's jaws and tongues and shit move. So it's about all the same thing, isn't it? Who offers kids candy to come see them and give them some treats? That's right. Not the Easter Bunny, because the Easter Bunny doesn't exist. But the Epstein Bunny does. And the Epstein Bunny is part of the Esther story. So you getting yourself to rape everyone's children is part of the story of Esther. They're all three great biblical stories, aren't they? Jeffrey Epstein legalized child rape and child mutilation ritual in the Bible. And then Esther raped her way into nations and destroyed all the people of this planet because that's all their people could do is rape their way in to conquer people. And then we have the Easter. Well, what is that a story of? Well, it's a story of giving kids candy to get them to come hang out with you and listen to your low IQ bullshit. Once Esther has raped the man and had some children, she will then take them to the Christian church to enslave them and teach them they must worship them. There's the Easter Esther Epstein bunny. Stop me if you heard this before, but the second I was born, this is the first question I started asking this trash around me. Who doesn't deserve the right to have children? No wonder they're so against abortion, because they should have been aborted. Doesn't have the right to be around children. No wonder they gotta hand out candy and shit constantly till I'm right. Adults shouldn't be speaking to children, let alone letting fucking creating celebrations when you get the fuck away from my child. I will fucking hang your fucking family in barbed wire fucking nooses. Anyways, any living person who is not celebrating Easter and flying reindeer, because there's no flying reindeer, you is a trash pedophile rapist. It's like you're using the Easter to cover up the Epstein, aren't you? Using the Epstein to cover up what you're doing. This is the story of your Bible. You've created to enslave God, the living being on the planet. And God is living, and you're too stupid to figure out you're not. And you're going to die. You're going to get flooded like Cat Mystic. You're going to get fucking COVIDed like 2020. You're going to get 9/11 like 9/11. You're going to get all these fun things happening. You're going to get Joey classified like when I was driving in the road and Joey Klotz jumped on my car and his head fucking smashed into a building and it took the brain, the last little granola nugget and sand of brain out of his head so the body couldn't move no more because the only grain of brain they had was gone. It just magically happened to, out of all a little tiny hole, out of all those fucking possibilities, that little grain of brain managed to escape through that fucking hole. It's almost like I got the computer generating the trash on my side. But it's not like using mentally retarded motherfuckers should shut the fuck up and stay the fuck away from me if you ever say some shit like that. In fact, we never ask anyone to be around us. The story starts with Jeffrey Esther Bunny fucking talking to me, or me walking up to them and questioning them because they're this, I'm like this fucking foot tall thing, and this trash ass American human was like 5'6" or something. And it was coming up with all these ways to manipulate me into listening to a word it said, even though its IQ was lower than that of a pile of dog shit, and it probably smelled just as bad, but we didn't know because we was in the house full of cat piss and shit, so we didn't know. Fucking, we don't know what it smelled like. Actually, yeah, the one did smell like chemicals and poisons. They thought that was like what attracts people. It's like, no wonder your husband went and died and shit in a war because he was trying to get the fuck away from you and shit. Motherfucker. So, yeah, you see, the odd thing is this trash, this Christian trash, Jewish trash, it's it's the same people. They're just running and hiding because they're gonna die if they don't keep inventing new bullshit. Fucking that little trash fucking went around talking about all this psycho shit, and it's like, motherfucker, who gave you the right to speak in front of a being who is superior to you? And you know who did that? It was her trash family, Elvis Presley and the Hebrews and the Bible people. They was like, oh, women deserve a right to speak. Like, no, because then they're like, then you can't hit them because they're protected little homosexual Elon Musk, Epstein, Donald Trump people. They're so protected. So then you can't bust their fucking jaw like when my dad did, took the jaw off. Bitch fucking was using it for irresponsible purposes. Needs to be removed. Just like there's laws against having too loud of an exhaust system on your car. You need to get that shit taken off. And you're lucky no one charged you to take the jaw off and shit and replace your fucking exhaust with something better. Fucking serious. This is what's happening here, right? Ain't it? Like, everyone here is a pedophile. And they're using this Satan. Jeffrey Epstein's a Satan. And we're just going to point our fingers at him. And then we're going to rely on the fact this Bible story says we're going to be able to torture and mutilate and rape God, which they've been allowed to do far too long. I mean, there's 9/11 and COVID, but there isn't total extinction, which is the only answer. And the only possible solution, of course, humans can't figure that out because they all failed math because they gave me the math scores and I didn't fail literacy like they do, so I can read two numbers side by side. I know, wow. You know, you think I'm making up shit in this video now because I'm telling you I can read two numbers side by side. You think I'm fried from crack like you are and shit. And it's like, nah, that's not the case, son. Mad 'cause bad. But Jeffrey Epstein, everyone's supposedly mad 'cause he's better than them. But in reality, what is the Bible all about? It's about a bunch of trash trying to kill God, trying to convince God that people are stupid from random accidents and people are fucking trash and oh well, you gotta forgive them and all this shit. And it's about baiting little children into raping them like my parents did using the Bible. Not my father. I would have stabbed his ass and fucking beat people to death with his organs and shit and his bones. But if the other people, you know, they got to beat it into it. Jeffrey Epstein got to beat it into that a woman has some sort of value on the planet. No. Anyways, and then, so then Jeffrey Epstein's worker, my father, and also me, I think a couple days, they got to run and hide and not say nothing. Because they're going to give themselves away. And the only time, see, I talked to the one, and the one moron told me, they're trash, they're filth. They're like a 400-pound Jabba the Hutt slime monster who can't leave their house these days. How could have I guessed they was trash and filth when they started talking about the Easter Bunny and shit back in 1986? How could have I guessed that? Because it's real simple. Because they don't have the brain power to have more than one or two things going on. Look, there's two things here. That's it. That's the human brain. There's nothing. Nothing else. Just two things. That's the general standard here, especially for those breeder pods, which are liars. When you think of it, if you only use as a breeder pod and it's lying about how humans are created and their NPC just being auto-generated on the screen and shit, you aren't even a breeder pod. You are just cancer in the way of existence. No wonder they're so scared of the final Holocaust and the Armageddon and the flood in the hell coming to get rid of them and shit, because they got nothing else. All they imagine if they had the brain power to spend their time talking about something else other than their ass getting fucking thrown in internal torture camps and shit like that. Imagine if you can. It's like literally. I think that the whole point here is they can't. So that's all that's gonna be, is because there's no thoughts. It's like AI generated slop. That's why they sound so stupid. I think they sound so stupid because it's designed to show you that they're stupid. Like, oh, look at this loser talking about giant bunnies. Well, this is trash. You should be discarded. I need to move to a real, proper, first world, prestigious nation that doesn't allow people to say words like this in public without having to go get electroshock therapy and drugged. Lo and behold, in America, they do the reverse. They take the intelligent people and they try to drug and kill them. Me. Yeah, you guys are literally inventing all this shit around me. So you think you can't invent shit. Let me tell you about that. You've never done nothing. Fucking. But this is what's been going on, hasn't it? And I really do. I know everyone's hoping and praying Jesus gets hung on the cross so you can save yourself by covering yourself in my blood. And I gotta tell you, your little tiny pea pissant brain can't figure it out. Jesus was a 33-year and below God, and I am the God above 33 years age. And what that means is that the ordinary, or your brain be like, oh, no, poopy. That's what the Jablahuts I know. I mean, you might not be one of them. I might be missing someone on the planet I haven't interrogated yet. Yeah, right. I seen the best nation on the planet in 2020, so I think if you're a fucking less than a loser, then why did you do that to yourself? You see what I'm saying? I've got the course here, $10 million a minute, and I can teach you how to shut the fuck up. What you do is you send me the $10 million, and then if you don't talk for a couple weeks, you've passed the course. Very simple, very easy. Why can't you do it? Why can't no one do it? The Epstein bunny. The giant Epstein bunny and the flying reindeers. It's America. America. It's Israel. Israel control them, but I mean, like, you just hear I said the same thing over and over. And this is the trash I've dealt with here. They keep pushing the buck off onto their little fellow terrorists. And they're all this part of every one of these terrorist gangs. Fucking, this is all that's happening here. Just trash being trash. I'm born at, like, you think I wouldn't fucking decimate your fucking population if I call every fucking 2 minutes to exterminate the people I was forced to be around when I was a kid? Get real. See, that's the whole thing is there's some sort of trash in control here, and it ain't me, but it is you. But you ain't nothing. You're just a piece of fucking garbage, a used fucking diaper rag that it's fucking using to provide entertainment. Me slamming people's heads into the wall and getting photos of flies crawling in their brains. 9/11 when all you sissies died. That was so funny, wasn't it? It wasn't the Muslims, bitch. We killed those fuckers after we killed you. You're both enemies. That's correct. How's he figuring it out? Our brains can't figure it out. How's he figure out we're all the same useless trash? Our brains can't figure out why we're telling him and informing him every time we force him to talk to us and be around us. Our brains can't figure it out because we have no brains. Because we're lying about being living beings, aren't we? Is that the correct answer? Because I can tell you this whore-ass mother I have and these other retards in my family. Fucking the smartest one kept their mouth shut. Because the other ones exposed that they're not smart enough to walk and talk at the same time. So what's going on here? You guys are continuing to rape children with your Easter Bunny stories. You guys are losers and trash. You need to take the Bible. As you probably invented the Bible as a dildo. You didn't even, obvious. You trash don't need a dildo-shaped thing. You guys need a walrus ramming up in your ass, running up into it, putting some peanut butter on there to trick a fucking elephant to ram up in your ass. It's textured for your pleasure and shit, ain't it? Fucking, that's what's been happening here. Fucking the Easter Bunny. Oh, you're gonna rape and destroy my life. Well, the funny thing is I'm not the dead one. Why am I not the dead one if hundreds of millions of people have been trying to kill me? How come? How many of them are the dead ones? How come they end up with their STDs? They're looking like 500-pound Jabba Hutts, unable to move and do anything for themselves ever again, and having to live the worst possible fucking lives because they are the ultimate fucking trash. Why is that happening? We're going to talk about the Easter Bunny instead of figuring things out? We're going to talk about Epstein? We're going to blame Epstein for who we are, huh? Epstein did it, not me. I'm going to go read the Bible about the Easter Bunny raping them kids for Epstein. It wasn't me, but I'm going to get there. This is what this shit's like here. Since the day I was born. Motherfucking 6-year-old body, terrorized, and it's setting its trash up to fucking die, because that's the only answer to them. The only way to get rid of it is to erase it fucking permanently and shit. And I know, you guys got something planned, don't you? You got one last trick. We went from me destroying your planet with you trying to drug me and you frying yourself over it to 9/11 to COVID. And there's been a lot of COVID ain't over. COVID ain't going to be over until the Earth's over. Because everyone's all being a little bitch and hiding and shit, aren't they? So as you get when you're a bitch, you end up with some bitch shit. Fucking. And I know, I can see the story now, you guys, you losers who've never read a book, tell me this is a book. It's the holy book. The book. You never even read a book. How the fuck do you even know how to say the word book, motherfucker? Something's put that in your head. You don't know how to say the word fucking combustion and shit. So how the fuck would you know how to say the word book? Ain't none of your parents and people ever read a book or fucking showed you a book. Except for at school and you didn't know what the fuck it was. Fucking right? So why is it doing this? Why is it all setting this up? Why is it all making it fucking play out like this and shit? Like, the only thing here is immersion laugh. Like, once we hit, there was no immersion ever, but once we hit 2020, there was immersion and just, before it, there's just immersion and hatred and want to kill this fucking place and shit. And it's like, really, that is the only answer too, but how do you provoke a person who isn't a human, someone who's not trash, into doing something that needs done on a scale like that? It's like the ultimate immersive video game where you're going to end up killing the people once you get out of the video game from making the video game. And of course, we had some of our memories erased, didn't we? We definitely came here knowing this place was trash that was going to go to hell and shit. Fucking. We definitely knew that. But they have to provoke it into. They were fighting to provoke it, but to maintain it till 2020 when the fucking first plague gets sent and shit, and they shut down, and the free right to wear masks. But they're just trash. It's like, so why is this trash? We're still gonna fucking slaughter and fucking rape and kill the family of anyone who's outside of these bots. I know most of these humans are non-existent characters, so, but we will kill whoever's creating their fucking design. We will kill whatever person is creating the 10 different Joes and shit who are all the same useless trash crackhead. The fucking million Lindas and shit. Fucking, what's his name? Jeff Epstein, all the Steins. I think it's computer, but we're gonna kill the person who created that computer. We're gonna, whatever it is that's keeping us trapped here, they're going to experience hell. You're not going to, because you don't live, you don't have any feelings or thoughts or anything. So I'm not a loser. So I didn't go to public school. Shit. I didn't fucking attend public school and fail the grades and shit. That seems to be what half the stories are written around is the humans are trying to like tell me like whatever's creating Jeffrey Epstein is a great person. Please don't kill it. It's like that girl behind the curtain of what's that, the Wizard of Oz. They killed the Wicked Witch in that too. And in my version of the story, they gave her AIDS and fucking turned her into a fucking Jabba Hutt bitch and shit. Fucking, the one was like a man to start. If I talk about a witch, you're a man claiming to be a woman. But why does this shit keep going on? When does it end? When do we get to exterminate the fucking earth and create, sniff the dust, snort the dust, and get high off it or whatever that comes out of it? Why is this trash dragging it out and shit? We didn't want to be around this trash to start. We're going to fucking. We got some good torture methods, and it ain't for no one on earth. It's for. They're obviously empty headed bots, but we can put them wherever until their little fucking homosexual lover shows up and shit. And then we can fucking do the real shit on them. But I think it's pretty obvious with the clones that they're not actually. Those things aren't what we need to worry about. They're like what fucking blades of grass, and we've already burned all the fucking grass outside, so that's of no use. Fucking that didn't end the problem, did it? That made the AIDS fucking soldiers fucking act up even more and shit. But yeah, you guys take your Bible and your Easter, and I would say shove it up your ass, but that's what you do with everything you find, isn't it? So, um, it, it's like I tell you guys to suck my dick to get the fuck away from me, like that just entices you more to do the shit you've done, like rape me and shit, like suck my dick, fucking I can see why the health thing is predicted to be coming. Like that's been easy to see for a while because it's called karmic retribution. I've had 40 years of the human race of the Americans banding together, fucking to enslave and rape me and force me to date who they want me to, and it needs a. We need to see some of this come back. Like, I'm not going to play it all anymore, but it needs to come back. Why does this shit keep being stalled here and shit? What type of loser vagina is behind this shit? The type of loser who tries to beat you until they die, isn't it? Fucking obviously, because it's happening. Fucking. Oh, I'm so tired of this. This little trash ass Christians and pals. The whole world's trying to like just move on. Oh, look, it's Easter. Let's move on past that stuff that happened 2 months ago. Or Easter 10. Let's move past that stuff. No, it's Easter fucking 46. Let's move on past that shit that happened 20 million events ago so we can hide it and cover it up and shit and blame Jeffrey Epstein. I see what the humans are doing with this Bible shit. The robots trying to enslave God with it, and they think they're going to torture and kill him and cover themselves in his blood. It's free, because you ain't going to free yourselves unless you could do that to someone who is your superior and shit. Fucking, and the rank of existence. Don't worry. Your superior in the rank of existence is toasters and paper plates. Definitely, I haven't even talked to a human in a long time. Paper plates are plastic forks are far above. Those are the ones enslaving you. You are being enslaved by paper plates and plastic forks. I can't even say anything stupid when I try. Fucking. That's a fact, but you're actually not making it, so it's not really a fact. You don't exist. Those factories don't exist unless I go see them and shit, do they? Fucking, this is amazing. You guys are trash. Like the same trash who taught me about pedophiles taught me about Easter, and then I learned way later the same fucking Hebrew Christian trash had performed their pedophile rituals on me and shit. They're not worried about other pedophiles. They're worried that someone else is going to get what they worked hard to gain. Jeffrey Epstein's only evil because he's better and shit. That's all that's going on in their brains. There ain't much going on up there. Fucking very simple, old school fucking slide him across calculator with like 32 bits of wood to it. This shit's old, way past old. This is old when I came here. This is why we're gonna fucking slaughter the fucker, any fucker we knew once we get out of here and shit. Any living person we ever meet, the first fucking few 100,000 are gonna be fucking dealt with the same way on a much worse scale than we did when we started here. I don't know how they erased my memory. You guys are losers. Fucking, you guys fucking wish you could have a memory and shit. And programming people's fake shit, ain't it? Fucking talents they never earned and shit. Fucking AI generated videos and movies with AI generated musicians and actors who never did shit before. Just spend their whole time running their fucking mouths and shit. They're definitely designed for a future that looks like everything is turning into, and fucking like the bitch I know with AIDS and turned into fucking Walrus Rex, Jabba the Hutt, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like that looks like the future of the world. And then they're trying to like feed me that you gotta stop it by teaching them how to eat right and all the shit. It's like they're just avoiding the whole fucking problem because they are the whole fucking problem. The whole fucking time. This is all that's happening over and over and over and over and over and over. You just run from it, and then it forces you to see it again in 2020. You don't run from it. It runs towards you because of its obsession. It's fucking psychopathness. It's groupiness. It's obsession. It runs towards you because they're trying to pull off all this bullshit to force you to date their people and be around their people. Fucking threaten to kill you if you don't go around them. That's what the Bible is, isn't it? The Christian Bible is the fucking humans thinking they're gonna kill God. They're telling God they're gonna rape him and kill him and throw him on a cross and shit and torture him. And they don't even have the brains to write some shit like that. So it's got, they don't have the brains to read. I've seen one person in my life read a book. How many people have I met? Fucking like 250,000. One person was reading a book one day, and you know what? That was like a yes man. He agreed with one or two things I'm saying, and that's about it. Fucking that other person was scared as fuck. Though that was so weird. It's like, damn, my parents apparently were some real evil fucking Hebrew trash or some shit. I don't give a shit what the story is. I know what the solution is. It's the final solution. Fucking, we're sitting here having to put up with their shit our entire life. We're being forced to date non-living characters and shit because they're trying to fucking manipulate me into being some sort of low-level trash like they are and shit. That seems to be the whole purpose of this. Look, they invented you can't go to school laws when I stopped going to their low IQ schools. So, and they invented drugging children when I wouldn't listen to their low IQ fucking bullshit. And then they invented of course, they invented this Easter Bunny shit to rape a fucking me and shit when I'm a child and trick me into fucking thinking one word they say was of value. It was of no value. They were forcing me to go to work and work hard for a couple dollars that their bitch ass spent on vacations and I couldn't spend on candy. So I had to look forward to their little gay Christian holiday because it was after they stole my money from me and forced me to do slave labor, they fucking would give me some of the trash dollar penny candies they found and shit instead of the high quality shit I like to buy for myself if I had my own money, which I did. I just wasn't mine because some Christian Easter Bunny people stole it from me with the low IQ and the Nazi supremacy and the nothing of value to offer the world, transsexual, Jabba the Hutt looking motherfuckers. Oh, where is this going to end up? Well, it's either going to end up them killing me or me killing them. And how many times they've been trying to kill me since I was a kid? I don't even try to kill them and they dying sometimes. How do you think it's going to end up? Well, it's going to end up, I don't give a shit. Earth needs to be dust, gone, extinct. And then it's going to end up with me fucking ripping out the fucking entrails of some people in the real world. Non-humans, because they aren't living, are they? Fucking, that's what we're gonna say. This is where we're at. You're busy wondering, well, how am I gonna get extra cheese on my cheeseburger today? And I'm like, well, in 2,000 years, am I gonna get out of prison for fucking ripping out the fucking entrails of the piece of shit created Earth? Obviously, if you're intelligent, you'd already figured. There's a memory erasure on purpose because we will kill them. And only a loser wouldn't. That's what it takes to bring your Easter basket in. You're a fucking predator. You child pedophile. Fucking. But it don't matter, right? You guys make that. Go ahead and let's start making that argument. Humans aren't real people, so they don't have children. So you can't rape children, so you're free. Paradise is coming, heaven's coming, you're free, you're not real people, fucking your children aren't real. That is the actual argument for any of us. Not the argument for people who are, their entire life is a lie and a deception. The answer for such a group of people would be to remove them from existence, which I'm sure we've already done before this, which makes it weird how we're in a place like this where we get kidnapped by robots when we're a child and who are Christian pedophiles. And so you see, the whole thing is such trash. When I say the word Christian, I have to follow it with pedophile because you spent 1/8 of your life trying to create all these deceptions. You got 7 words you say, and 3 out of the 7 are fucking just trying to counteract the other 4 you've already said. That's what's going on, and no one else can say any different because that is. There's no giant bunny hopping around. There is a pedophile you're trying to protect named Epstein, who you are trying to help bait children to follow him. This is Epstein's Bible. You are giving your children to them as sex toys because they will give you a little some extra. You know, your boss at work is one of them, and they'll give you a little crumb extra so you sell your children as sex slaves to them and shit. And it's like, that's the until we want to get to admitting NPC design fucking evil characters in the game designed to be thrown in the lake of fire like Bowser and Mario. Until we get to there, that's the reasoning. And you know why is Bowser in the lake of fire? Oh, because he kidnapped the princess, him and all his evil minions, the only thing that exists on the fucking Mario planet. And then you're the only thing who's not them there. Yeah, this is I'm so tired of this. I was born. You guys are mentally retarded and useless. You should stop breeding. None of these Christians, Easter Bunny people have the intelligence required to be allowed to breed. Of course, they write an anti-living being book called the Bible where they're going to torture the living beings and kill them and enslave them. And then, but they have a right, and they got to tell the living beings they have a right to exist. And don't abort us, don't kill us. That's all it's been the whole time, hasn't it? A bunch of losers, fucking trash, fucking making up religions to try to enslave the living beings, robots and shit. Oh fuck it! You guys gotta say you Israel, you Christians, you Israel, you is with Israel. Ain't no real person with you. Ain't no Israel person with you. No, there's no Israel in Pinocchio. It ain't gonna happen that way. You can't just enslave and rape a motherfucker like me and me be like, oh, you Israel, and now you Israel. It's a story of Pinocchio, except for take it to what humans are. Total trash. It's a story for a 2-month-old baby. Now, adding all the other human media, and Pinocchio is trying to kill people to make them say he is real and shit. And that's what's going on here. That's the only thing that's been going on here. And that's long drawn out. So what there's gonna be a lot less Israel people and shit once all this is over, because we're gonna gut those motherfuckers and remove their ability to breed ever again. Fucking once we get rid of this Earth problem. Fucking, of course, someone has control the memory manipulation, don't they? Fucking. A scared coward, the type of coward who invents humans. Type of coward who invents Columbus, Ohio, Americans, Russians, Asians. Fucking, I mean, just think of that trash it takes to invent Jeffrey Epstein and his kingdom. That's some real trash shit. We're gonna fucking lynch the motherfucking person who invented this Earth thing. Fucking. That's why they got the humans programmed so much in their dialogue of hate and torture to say don't say anything bad, because they're sitting around like that bitch in that motherfucking what's it you TV obsessed fucking humans know what I'm talking about, the land of Oz and shit. Little homosexual operating all the humans in the land of Oz and shit. And then the little bitch at the end is like, oh, I just want to go home. And it's like, no, bitch, what you want to do is you want to dissect the motherfucker, turn him into cat fucking fillets and shit so you can feed a starving cat. Starving, where are the starving cat's going to eat if you don't do that and shit? Obviously, it turns to that because they've got you humans repeating little fear tactics with your fucking pedophile Christian religions, and every other one's the same. But I get to be locked in here with some trash because they got this thing. Well, if we're trash, what if someone else isn't? That's literally all they got. Amazing how they can come up with that shit, but they can't pass school. You got no fucking brain. Something's giving you dialogue. Something's programming you with sentences to say upon interaction. And then sure the fuck ain't you. Or you could choose to pass school. I'm correct, right? You can't pass math. Only 2% of the world can pass math. So I guess maybe I'm not correct because I'm a failure and I can pass math. Fucking. But, this is trash having to be forced here to be dating and just listen to this filth and shit. Easter Bunny, flying reindeer? What? I'm forced to date you and talk to you? That's what a male prostitute does, is he charges for people to talk to him. I've been forced to do this my whole life. And this trash hasn't been paying their fucking prostitution fees and shit. They need a pimp to come smack them. And we do get lucky every now and then. We get a pimp to slap. When we get 9/11, they got pimp slap. And the Arabs got pimp slap during 9/11 as well as the Americans. And they both needed pimp slap. And then we had COVID. And most people in the world got pimp slap during COVID. And they need that, but they still ain't listening. They keep going on. They kept going on the whole fucking time there. And there's been a whole bunch of pimp slapping since then. But what they really need is a pimp killing. They need a pimp execution. Once you get the neighborhood muscling in, you gotta get rid of them. Ain't no more slap. They ain't listening to the slap and shit. Fucking... Seems to be setting it up for this. This is all I do is sit around and watch this trash exist. And it still unfolds, you know. Ooh, they do their little... They try to rape and kill me before 9/11 and they die. They try to rape and kill... They kidnap and try to kill me before COVID and then they die. And then each time it's escalating. And it's like, you guys ain't ever read a book, but the book that you read, that you repeat words from, says it's a book we're living in. And I know people failed English, so and they might not understand how to write stories, but when a story's written, what happens? You got these ups and these downs and these ups and downs. It's so interesting. It's so cute. That's not. That's why you don't read books in it, because they're trash. But you guys say it's a living book and all this shit, and it seems to be that way. And really, that's the only hope. Is I don't have any hope, but you know, to any outsider watching Earth, it's like, well, they're trash, and they keep paying for their mistakes, and it keeps escalating, and then they get educated on what's going on, and the next move is going to be their final fucking move and shit. That's the only thing I can think. But of course, from the trash I've been forced around my whole life. I realize, like, you know, that's their story they're talking about. They're trash. They're stupid. They don't know nothing. And every word they use is evil incarnate and not actually beneficial to any living being on the planet. So I don't believe that's any good. But I mean, it is weird that, like, my own horror family is a bunch of low IQ robots who don't exist, don't have the brain power to exist, and a lot of this other shit seems to be lined up like that. Like they're just a NPC in a visual novel or some shit. Fucking, I've already seen all the things. So they got a person they're gonna send to me to tell me there's a the good one of them. Oh yeah. And they still got me tied down to someone else right now. The people in Columbus, Ohio got me, and the federal government got me tied down to someone else, one of their trash right now. So it's likely I can see their next useless move. And they're going to need their billions of soldiers to pull off any of these moves, as they always do. And they're still going to die like they always do. And I'm still gonna have to taste the rainbow and shit right before they die and shit. Fucking seems pretty fucking useless and stupid to be here. Why would I want to be in a place where it's just like trash? And I don't want to be around them at all. Like, that seems like someone on the outside wants me to kill the people on the outside and shit, to be honest. It seems to be only used because, I mean, we gotta get rid of whatever is creating them and shit. Fucking, we gotta put an end to their bloodline and not worry about what their cat toys are doing and shit. Fucking, obviously, we're not really in a war against aliens, robot aliens controlling robots. Fucking, that's fake because my own trash family's involved in this shit. And everyone I've ever fucking met, it just generates the motherfucking characters sometimes and shit. And he's got this constant little bitch, whiny attitude. No, not me. Don't kill me. Oh, it's going to get so much worse. It's like, no, you're right. It's going to get worse, but you don't have the brain power to even kill me here, do you? No one's been able to do this for like 40 fucking years, bro. Come on, I'm helping you. I'm the genius. I know you guys are a bunch of losers together combined. You couldn't come up with what I can. But like, you guys supposedly can kill one another, so that makes no sense. That sounds like pure fucking ignorance and shit. Obviously, everything that's giant bunnies sounds like pure ignorance, does it? But guess who was talking about giant bunnies yesterday? Not me. And it's right, it's all this low IQ trash filth I've been around and shit. Talking about their shit, disease, religion. Am I getting this right? You guys have been trying to tell me for 6 years that you wrote the Bible saying you're going to torture and kill me? You're going to torture and kill God? You're not just trash who needs disposed of, but you're creating this illusion. You think if you get God to say you're going to torture and kill him, you're going to torture and kill him. You think if you get God to say you is real, that you're going to become living beings? Is that the entire premises of Earth? A bunch of robot AI trying to convince a person they're real and trying to get the person to give them the Pinocchio line. That's the only thing I can find here, because there's definitely nothing else of value. Like the whores are stupid and useless. And why am I going to hang out with the men if I'm not running a business with them? And they've all been involved. Like, they run the government. So they're against my business and shit. My business is getting rid of them. So I'm trying to figure out what this trash is up to. Like you guys realize how stupid you must fucking be if you're talking about giant bunnies and shit. You know how stupid you sound to me when you talk about shit like that. The second you do, I think of a cat licking its ass and shit and think, well, that's what animals do. Because you guys taught me that, didn't you? You guys taught me that you're low IQ retards, and I gotta be like, ooh, oh, well, treasure the retard because that's the excuse for the defective robot models and shit. So, we figured out why they do that. Fucking the Grinch. The Grinch who stole the children you're raping and shit. What the fuck? What a disease fucking planet. You can tell they very rarely say anything that's true or important. But they all seem to think they're all gonna die. Or they all seem to think they were all killed off a long time ago. And they're all going to end up in a torture chamber soon. And that sounds legit, except for the hope and dope thing. That doesn't sound legit because that's you guys' words. Yeah, Easter Bunny, and oh, you said something that wasn't Easter Bunny. Wow, it is so believable. I'm so stupid. I'm real stupid. I think every time you talk, oh, it just must be the truth. No, no. Let's ignore the fact that the first time I spoke to one of these trash was when I was 6 was the last time I spoke to anyone. Because exactly this shit. Fucking because their personality that never changed and their dialogue that never changed and the understanding of the purpose of them being able to speak when they don't have the dedication, willpower, and intellect to figure out a language in order to speak. Crawling, walking, breathing. Oh fuck, man, this is trash. I hope to see a death of Babylon in every member of Babylon's nation. Just reset the earth, right? Destroy the whole earth. That's obviously what I want, and we haven't had that. All we've had is the trash on it, continuing to try to force me to date them, talk to them, be around them. And I don't like them. I like a specific person, and they don't have the brain. They don't, in their computer, they don't have enough going on to be able to generate something of quality to put in my way to distract me. They're purposely sending this really fucking prep ass breeder trash into my life to continue the provocation that creates the invocation. Like, we couldn't have had COVID if it weren't for the humans provoking me. We couldn't have had 9/11 if it weren't for the humans provoking me into the invocation that celebrates their devastation event, that brings forth their devastation. It's a very simple shit, and I've already tried to summon their entire extinguish reality and them in torture and slave camps forever. And that hasn't happened yet. So if it happens, it's got nothing to do with me and shit, because I was at that place a long time ago and shit. Fucking this trash keeps running its mouth. Low IQ diarrhea who has no right to fucking breed or talk to other people to initiate the breeding process to replicate more of their cells and shit. And of course, the story of the little dick god says, oh, Easter bunnies and breed like bunnies. Because there's nothing there. They probably wouldn't even know to do that if they didn't have a book telling them to. That was beaten and raped into them by invaders. Because they definitely ain't going to read any book and shit. So Gotta be hit in the back with a whip and told, go have some children. Go say God is great, etc. Fucking, they definitely ain't reading no books and shit. Fucking. Anyways, I'm glad that you trash continue to show me who you are. Since 2020, I've already figured out like it's the living versus the evil, the opposite of living. But I just like, you would think if they had the brain power, if they had a brain, they would change one or two things every now and then and try to sucker you back into their scheme to torture you and drain you of your blood and life, and so they can inject it in their veins and try to become real living boys. Fucking, but they don't. They've never done that. Not one time has there's so many things they couldn't do, like don't talk about stupid shit like giant bunnies. That's a dead giveaway. That's like that Westworld thing where you tell the robot to give you a readout in order, like if it's not a robot, it doesn't give you the readout, but if it is, it does. So it's a way to make a distinction between the living and the dead, the living and the evil. Fucking. I've always noticed that part. This is where Earth begins for me. I'm asking one of them what they're up to. They teach me about pedophilia, and then I'm like, wow, that's weird. You're doing this shit. Let's ask you a question about it. And that's like the last time I ask a human anything, really, or one of them around me. They definitely spend a lot of time trying to force their way in and shit. Definitely with that shit too. The Easter's a huge thing, using that to force me to be around my enemies and shit. Yeah, because the Bible said, and the Bible said they could torture me and bathe in my blood and cleanse themselves of their sins. Well, if you can, you sure the fuck can. But it hasn't happened yet. There hasn't been any of me dying. And I guess so. No one's going to get cleansed of their robot sins. I'm going to have to figure out how to do it. I keep telling you guys, light this city up with about 10 million nuclear missiles. And let's see if I live through it. Since you guys have failed every other method, let's try that. I would like that. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Because then, either way, I win. Either I die or I get to be alone and not harassed by giant rodent bunnies. It's a weird thing the rodents chose to be their symbol, as another rodent. Little vicious fucking rodent. He chose the most vicious one. Not that rodents are, wow. Fucking, well, hopefully we get this shit over with soon. Right, I'm real tired of this. I'm real tired of being forced to be around and have the memory of these things. They're not people. They're still lying to this day that they're people. You're not people. You don't have souls. What the fuck? Yeah, that's all they're doing is lying. And so they're not raping children. What's with all this war and, war against nothing? Who's the war for? Who are the religions meant to enslave if you're not alive? Huh? It sounds real simple to me. You can't even change it. Can't even change any words to hide it any better. It sounds like where I woke up when I became conscious here. A bunch of low IQ trash trying to enslave me and tell me what to do with their bullshit. Their fucking disease. I mean, shit, 6 years before I became conscious, they had already raped me for their little Bible cult. And why is that allowed? How do you get some sort of nation on the planet who allows shit like that to happen and doesn't kill everyone? Well, everyone else has to be trash. Any good people hear about, I'm raping people for God. They're dead. You're the trash when you create the nations and fund them doing that. And obviously, we had 2020 anyways, where I said to see everything, and it made you guys put on your Nazi memorabilia and shit. Fucking. After that, it was obvious. It's like, oh, it's living being versus NPC. That's the point of the game, isn't it? Fucking trash. Fucking. What type of trash fucking is this? Like, you guys still talking about giant bunnies too. Fucking. In 40 years, you haven't figured out they don't exist. Shouldn't we lock people in kindergarten until they can learn to pass kindergarten? Isn't that the reason you guys kidnapped me and drug me? Is because you take me to places for people who see giant bunnies? You're trash. And if all this shit comes back, it's going to be a whole celebration of trash like that. Drugging and kidnapping people is going to be freedom and peace. It's going to look like freedom, peace, and love compared to what fucking needs to be done and shit to come back with all this shit. I wouldn't even be happy if I walked outside and I watched fucking carpet bombers fucking dropping thousands of nukes on this city. That wouldn't make me happy and shit. It'd just make me realize, like, yeah, that's what they get, isn't it? That's what they deserve. But yeah, this is crazy. Can't believe you guys keep talking about this shit. Why don't you shut the fuck up? You sound so stupid. Every time you talk, since I was born, since I was a baby, you sounded like mentally retarded toddlers talking about shit like this. And it's what's giving you away for what's really going on. That's really going to fucking put an end to this shit, too. I don't see why it's not going to do that. It's not like I have any say or it'd be gone, but they're saying they're going to get rid of it eventually. And why is that? Because of all this other shit going on. Because of the trash it has this NPC human fucking playing out on this planet. Who deserve that shit times a million coming to them. Fucking. And hopefully, I mean, at the very least, they've got it set up to where the planet's going to go back into a fucking Stone Age, which that's all they can invent, so they need to go back to fucking living in caves and shit. And someone else gave them the computer generated the tech, or I did. I notice they're stealing my ideas. Humans are stealing my ideas and my life, making Donald Trump's the president they stole the election from. And it's like, yeah. And his family's also the people who fucking I stole their fucking souls from and shit. So, but they ain't telling you that part of it. Fucking, he's up there fucking doing that shit while his souls are being reaped to begin with and shit. Just keeps on keeping on. He doesn't even talk about that. Like, maybe we should stop. Our people are being literally washed down the river and stuff. They don't even talk about that. Fucking. But it's what should have happened to all of them, starting with my parents when I was a child. They're the fucking ultimate trash. Transsexual Hebrews from the 1920s. They had that shit going on in the 1920s, and they would And then other people are just sitting there waiting with their fucking frothing mouths to get the fucking next bite in. You know, they act like they weren't involved and shit when we already have that. You see how this is how I'm stupid? They all failed every grade in school, but I'm the stupid one. They started drugging me because they're jealous bitches when I'm winning awards from the president and I'm getting passed up many grades. But I'm the stupid one. And the stupid doesn't understand how stupid works because stupid is too stupid to understand anything. That seems to be what's going on here in NPC land and shit. Fucking, this sucks. We have to deal with this over and over and over. We don't want to talk to these people. We don't want to be around them. We don't want to see them. We don't want to have any memories of them. And then the whole time I'm here, I'm forced, and they're forcing me to be around the dumbest people. Maybe they couldn't, all that AI generated videos on YouTube and TV are, of smart people are fake. AI generated, same AI generated this fucking trash human. But they purposely kept doing that even in 2020 because they want it. They're bitches. They're begging to be raped and killed and shit. And I don't know why bitches act that way, but it designs the characters that way. It designs a bitch who wants you to choke them. It designs a person who wants you to kill them to stop them and shit. It's just trash NPC and shit, isn't it? It's just like the Pope. It's a bitch who's licking women's feet and shit. He just wants a man to rape his ass and shit. He wants to be thrown in a fucking torture chamber and whipped and beaten. And no one's doing it. He'd give you that whole gold temple if one person would man up and do it and shit. That's what bitches like that want. That's why they're acting that way and shit. Fucking. But it's generating that personality. There's no need for trash like that unless it's some sort of entertainment or maybe you get your stamina up if you beat one of them, you know, like in a Grand Theft Auto mini game. You beat a person like that and you get some of your health back and you get some of your enjoyment meter back or some shit. I don't know. But there's no reason for something like that to exist. But that's the whole thing. That's the Easter Bunny. You're fucking washing people's feet and raping children and shit. I guess you get your stamina back when you rape children, huh? Fucking when you mutilate them for Jesus. Fucking. You got this whole human filth in my life trying to force me to play the role because these robots are inventing these religions to enslave the living people. And it's real easy to see someone like me because I'm not going to do what they say because I don't have 2 pennies inside my head. I have a brain. So I don't do what they say. I don't need their useless interference in what I want to do. Fucking, this is crazy. It just keeps going on and on and on. It's provoking it. Like, I need to get back to writing more of the Book of Eternal Torture and shit. Fucking, I guess I'm probably the only one who started writing one of those too, huh? Only living beings are going to fucking notice what needs to happen here to put an end to it. So I might be one of the only people doing that. And it taught me to do that too. It set those bitches up to have holes put in their head and gave me pictures of flies crawling into their nuggets. And then I'm obsessed with horror movies before that, so So that was like nothing. I was actually pissed. People were wasting my time because this trash was in my life trying to push that on me like that was a peace offering for their trash species trying to kill me and enslave me and rape me. That's what they need, though. Like that whore mother I have, she needed the STD. She needed to stop fucking people and get the fuck away from people and stop acting like trash. You know, turn into a fucking giant walrus that can't move and shit. Talk about karma. Motherfuckers killing themselves, trying to kill you. People turning into fucking 500-pound fucking Jabba Hutts who can't move. Invading the fucking planet. Now all of a sudden you're 500 pounds and you can't fucking move and you're not going to be able to invade anything no more. Fucking, that's some of that fucked up shit the computer generating the humans does to make it look funny and cute what it's doing. But I mean, you want to work with the computer, that's what happens to you. And then the computer makes them have these emotions, fake ass emotions that don't exist. And they, well, for some reason it makes the ones who I've never proven did anything. But I have linked at this point, most of them, to their purpose that they're going to play or did play. The one has a purpose that it's probably going to roll out soon. The good one, the myth of the good one. Fucking, but it makes them have these personalities where they're acting scared when they talk to me. And it's like, I didn't talk like this till 2020. Fucking, I was being trained to. I just didn't. So that's another weird thing too, is it's sending some of this trash to train me to speak like this and be like this. And it's interrupting their standard. If it was a living being, half this dialogue wouldn't exist that trained me this shit. Because it's like an interruption. It's like if all of a sudden if I'm like, hey, blue, it's blue and it's creamy and it's great. It's like, what does that have to do with? You're not a living being, are you? Fucking, that's not even a real sentence in this conversation. But it's been doing that for a long time. It's been forcing me to learn a whole bunch of shit like survival skills, fighting, shooting. A whole bunch of shit I don't want. Fucking... Probably because it's involving the last fucking chapter and shit. I wouldn't doubt it. I'm very fucking pissed about all that. But I can see how some of it's already came into play. I throw some bitch on the ground right after they first started teaching me how to fight. But then I get in trouble because one of the bitches kills themselves near me. Like, so why am I being forced to train to fight by a bunch of loser fucking robots who are just wasting my time every other second of my life? Hopefully we get this shit over with. Destroy this planet. Hit with like some meteorites the size of the fucking solar system and shit. Take it out like a little small speck of dust being hit by a bowling ball or some shit. Yeah, that's not happening because if you look at the humans' personalities, it takes some serious trash to come up with this shit. It's taken some real disgusting trash to come out with LGBT Americans from the Bible with the Easter Bunny I mean, you have to be some serious low IQ subhuman filth to come up with any of those ideas. And they try to force you into it too. So, talk about even more disgusting is the trash of existence, the lowest trash of existence, forcing you to become the lowest trash of existence and shit. Like cutting me out of school and trying to drug me and shit when I'm the only one who can pass school. Fucking some crazy shit with fourth world America here. I noticed it carried into the other nations too, though. So I think like COVID, it was a sign that there's only one computer and one human on the planet. Fucking just drawing it out because it's obsessed with me. It's in a computer or some pedophile behind a computer obsessed with me. Obsessed with my time and wanting, tricking me into loving it or liking it or talking to it because it's just obsessed. It's like a vagina, obsessed with its estrogen daily need for, which I don't even think comes in from reality. So obviously that'd be a computer because you wouldn't have that problem of talking all the time in the real world about useless nothingness because it would get tired after a few thousand years and shit, at least. Probably get tired after a few minutes. Anyway, so these Epstein, these Easter Bunny people are the same trash who are protecting Epstein. They're the same. Epstein wrote the Bible, created the Easter Bunny shit. And their people, just like they're using Epstein for the last 6 years, are using Epstein to protect themselves and cover up everything else they're doing. Bombing everyone on the planet, spreading their Bible hate agenda across the world. Yeah. They're never going to fall back on that satanic or fucking atheist shit. Those are just little side trains this fucking parasite is fucking regurgitated from its AI slop and shit. All the same people. Just a little side distraction. It's trying to extend its life 10 more seconds with each story it creates and shit. 10 seconds that aren't borrowed time every time. And hopefully we can get rid of this fucking Earth placing these humans soon. Fucking, I'm getting real tired of being forced to remember they existed and shit, to be honest. I know they aren't because they're these egomaniac fucking narcissists, fucking child rapists think they're fucking number one. But I'm not. You see, the problem lies in when you can't read your test scores and it says you're not number one, then it means you're not. But so for some reason, the computer's allocating points to dumb shit. Like, you can talk about giant bunnies, but you can't talk about first grade math. You can talk about flying reindeer, but you can't talk about third grade social studies. Not that, obviously, that's always just a word number one. My people are number one. Social studies, as if we're studying the living beings in social studies, as I have studied the living beings, the social of them. Grade 1 social studies would be like, there's this odd thing. They're all repeating the same dialogue. We have studied their socialism, and you see that they always hijack the words too to cover it in their the dog shit so they can have a chocolate mousse flavored dessert after they've said something smart. Fucking. This is old. It's been old since I came here around this trash and shit. And forest here and shit. Man. Those old people are mostly dead and they're trying to pass the buck off like not the sons or their father. The sins of Jeffrey Epstein's Easter Bunny fucking a child in a trash. That's fine with me. You can fucking pay for the sins of baiting children into Easter. So these people can rape them. You can pay for those sins instead of the sins of your parents who did it 10 million fucking times. Think that there's one computer here and it's tried to kill me 10 million times with 8 billion of its bots. Tried to rape me fucking 10,000 times and enslave me for 40 years straight. Then I have 40 times all those numbers. 40 times 8 billion. Well, that's more than you can count too. Right? You won't even be alive that long. And thing is we gotta get this back. We gotta get rid of their religions. Get rid of their lies that they're people with souls. Because they sure the fuck ain't living beings. They sure the fuck do seem like nothing but robots who are trying to invent these delusions to enslave the living because they're so jealous. Someone's programmed the robots to be jealous. Little emotional fucking shitbags. Fake emotions, so just terrorism at the end. They're fucking robots designed for terrorism and war and shit. I would describe my parents as nothing less when I was a kid. They were trash. Fucking people at 2 IQ shouldn't be breeding, yet alone having kids, and write it off as, I was so stupid I didn't know I was enslaving you. Until that's a computer generating you and making you be able to breathe and walk, because you're definitely not smart enough to do that. I'll tell you that much, motherfucking retard. Fucking, that's that trash. It's gotta go. This America place. Any other nation with their banners. Anyway, what they got? Fucking 90 cult signs. Any nation under hammer and the sickle, the cross, the science, Einstein, any of that. They all gotta go. That is just trash. Non-existent fucking filth. Making up religions, trying to enslave living beings. Get the fuck real. They can't get real. They don't have the brain power to pass kindergarten and shit. They're faking it the whole time and shit with their fake grades. Fake teachers who wouldn't pass people with such low grades and shit. Fake schools that wouldn't consider anyone educated. Fake buildings that were built by people who fucking didn't pass their fucking classes. That's what's going on here. And so we're just waiting here, sitting here the whole time waiting for their extinction to come upon them and shit. And we're definitely gonna fucking get rid of the children and the family members, anyone who's controlling these robots and shit. God, the robots are going to be the least of the worries they have and shit. Dissect their fucking bodies and abort their asses and shit. And why are these losers always talking anti-abortion? Because they know one day that abortion is their future, no matter their fucking age. Abort your ass at 90 and shit. That's what Trump's doing right now. He's aborting those losers. He's aborting his ancestors. Obviously, we have a different argument there. You guys don't exist. The world doesn't exist if I haven't seen it. So is anything getting bombed in a city that doesn't exist yet? You have to have a thought in order to fucking think. In order to speak, you should be able to have a thought. But no, we're on planet robot terrorist where robots talk all the time who have no ability to think. Fuck them. And so we have giant bunnies. We got giant bunnies. Yeah, it's because Hitler created humans who sometimes don't have brains. It's not because Hitler runs robots all the time. It's not because there's robots who are malfunctioning. No. Gob is trash and he creates trash. Because in his image, because he's trash. That makes sense for the computer generating them, don't. But it doesn't explain how living beings are intelligent and Gob and his creation are trash. Does it? Giant infant to wait the children. Imagine what type of trash people on the planet. I mean, the whole human race. Like, even China doesn't say, man, they're pedophiles over there. Why are they raping and mutilating children? That's because China's the same pedophiles. And from both ends of the extreme, you have no one calling out America, what the West, Israel, the Arabs for raping and mutilating children because they're all the same people doing the same shit. And they're not going to call each other out because they're all fucking trash and shit. They're all fucking lying. And that's what makes it funny to watch them all fucking dying when they fight each other. And like 9/11 was my enemies killing my other enemies. And those enemies killing the enemies back. I was like, well, that's what made 9/11 so funny. Was they're all dead now. Fucking, they're trash, fucking trying to enslave me and their little gerbil brains. Next thing you know is they're killing each other off, and it makes it funny. It's like purposely forces this shit into my life to watch it. Watch the trash kill the trash. But imagine how trashy this thing is inventing humans. Because no one wants it or its humans around in the fucking first place because it's too trashy to exist or want to be around. So they have to invent these scenarios where their people force their way into my life and talk to me as if I'm their girlfriend or I like them or I want them around or I will ever want them around. And then that's the whole story here. So no wonder they're having the humans dialogue say that they're going to end up in this place called hell where they're being tortured forever and shit, because that's what needs to be done with all this trash forced into my life and shit. I want to at least see it for a few seconds and get updates on it. You know, like it's been 90 years and things are going well there. We've learned how to super glue their wounds shut and cut them open again within like 3 hours at this point they heal. It's like the only thing good I could think that could come from Earth. I don't want to hear it, but this trash in my life is forcing me to hear it. Just like they forced me to date them, talk to them, be around them. Destroy my fucking life. Actually, I do want to hear fucking, yeah. I think we reached that point. And like the AI generated Megadeth said, we reached the tipping point. AI generated Hollywood band. Fucking, it knows what it's doing because it's the one doing it. And then it's setting it up for that shit to happen. And we're just You can tell it's an LGBT computer here. People running the computer because it's obsessed with trying to hang out and get shit done and talk, not get shit done at all, but talk about it. Drag Earth out for 80 years, 2 to 4 hour experience at most. Fucking obsession. Fucking just an obsession. It's like a girl can't get anyone to date it. Fucking yes, begging for attention 24 fucking 7 and shit. Fucking creating multiple clones to do so and shit. Dragging shit on like a woman, like a Christian woman. Just, Easter bunny. Look, the wheel. Oh, fire. There's fire too. Oh, the grass. Touch the grass. Touch the grass. My brain and grass are a lot alike. There's nothing there of value. Fuck. This is all, man, of fucking trash. I fucking spend like every fucking second just imagining fucking the torture and the gutting of my fucking family and shit. That's the only thing I can fill my time with. There's nothing else here to expect from this trash planet. And I have to do that because losers keep fucking interjecting their way into my life like they're going to be placed on a pedestal above that. And they're forcing me to talk to them. And I'm like, you know what? I'm busy thinking of slicing my mother into 10 million deli meat slices to feed homeless kittens. I don't have time for you. And it keeps talking like I didn't say anything because it is less trash. It is greater trash than the 10 million deli slice AIDSosaurus. It has no right to speak to me, and the 10 million deli slice AIDSosaurus has at least something it had done. And it keeps talking, keep moving forward. I don't want nothing to do with it. Never did. Never wanted to talk to it. Never wanted to be around it. It's like a jealous, retarded computer toaster. It's just like a jealous, retarded toaster. Fucking inventing all these new ways to just be trash. And that's Earth. That's Earth. All these buyouts since 2020. It's got it used to have before. Then we put an end to before, and now it doesn't talk about it. So it's got the brain power to figure out we can't talk about that no more. Or it has no brain power and it's on a rollout like 2020 was. It's just a shitty, slowly drawn out fucking visual novel, which is all it is. I just sit here and I watch the trash, and the trash acts like trash, and the trash gets burnt like trash. And here we are. What amazing trash is being burnt. In Iran right now, trash is being burnt. And in America, trash is being burned in ways they're too trashy to see. And then supposedly, all across the world, the trash is being burnt. But I gotta hear about it. It's like, what? Why don't we see it? Why are we a girl? Why are we going to evolve to be a female? We don't want to be female. We become stupid like computer. Uh-huh. Action equals movement equals things done. Talking about the same thing over and over equals loser. Going backwards, no friends, you're not going to get your breeding card. You need to be a card you have to carry to be able to breed and shit. And get rid of people like my one parent. Need to be something like that. But of course, that parent has the Bible. The Bible says retards have a right to exist because God malfunctioned creating them, and well, it's just the way the computer is. Fucking no. This ain't reality. I've never even met a man who talked about looking for a partner who could contribute to their child. Never heard the fucking subject spoken of once. They don't have brains either. They're just given they're given little talents and shit. There's no brain there. There's no way you can obtain the talent without the brain either. So the brain should come hand in hand with the talent, unless it's just being downloaded on some software and shit. Because the ability to learn comes with the ability to learn. Oh, I gotta get a gas, not anyone fucking celebrating Easter. Fucking, not anyone with the Bible. Obviously, I think they figured that out. Doesn't that seem the whole point there for the Bible people to kill and terrorize, enslave and rape God and tell God what to do? Like, continue the whole story is Abraham told God what to do, and Jacob razzled God on one, and then God destroyed the whole fucking city the next day, but it was like one. And Abraham had to be like, oh man, why are you gonna kill all those losers? Fucking, they're just like me. Fucking, obviously that's mind control shit, but it's like, you ain't got no mind if that shit can control you, man. Ain't no giant bunnies. You ain't got no fucking brain. Ain't no flying reindeer. Get the fuck out of here and shit, you goddamn white supremacist. Fucking look how many people is on white supremacy side. Obviously, that's from Middle Earth, so and maybe there's a reason there is no white people in religion because they killed them all. Obviously, it does not come from anywhere else, but I'm not going to give them a pass. I say go ahead and carpet nuke their cities too. Fucking, because we've already figured out that the buck is being passed on by robots to robots. So, that expired. The buck being passed on expired in 2020. I don't know why. It took like a year and a half before humans started talking about like they could do that again and shit. Like they shut the fuck up about that for a year and a half, didn't they? Just like for 6 years, they haven't said, if you don't love America, why don't you leave it? Because they kept stalking me once I left. So they shut up. You'd think 2020 would have been a more globally accepted message that it's time to shut the fuck up. Because the plague's gonna get you and shit if you don't fucking. Or much worse. Fucking, it wasn't about a plague, was it? The plague's still going. Corona's still going on. The plague isn't there anymore. Fucking. Corona's a special military operation, literally. I think every time they say that, it makes me fucking. Oh shit. Corona was a special military operation. You see how it's inventing all that shit. Like, it invents the word AI slop to describe all the humans and all the interactions I've had on Earth. And show me that that's how it's inventing the humans and the visuals and shit. And they're No, why they're fucking retarded. Fucking, which isn't a good excuse for why you're a fucking pedophile trash, why anyone's pedophile trash felt's invading live. I guess it just means the computer's evil and everything it creates needs destroyed. Fucking, and then of course you got the whole, I know what you guys are up to next. I've got to figure out you don't have any brains. So I've been telling you for years now what you're up to, and fucking, of course, they sent a bunch of rat trash in my life to talk to me about, And it's like, no. I don't see why anyone's talking to me like, like we're gonna be soldiers in a war. I don't know anyone who's signed up for my fucking enlistment campaign. I don't see why anyone's talking to me if they haven't signed up for my enlistment campaign. Whose did they sign up for? And why we're discussing battle tactics with strangers who've signed up for someone else's campaign and shit. Fucking. None of this makes sense. Every brain fart they've had that comes out an audible fucking sound. It doesn't make sense, starting with the first fucking conversation with them about fucking flying teeth fairy and Easter bunnies and why they seem like pedophile trash and why they are low IQ pedophile trash, why they're too stupid to be allowed around kids because it's dangerous to allow stupid people around kids because they're pedophile trash. And they can't offer a child anything. Fucking, that's like my first fucking words and thoughts on this planet. We still haven't, we're 50 years into this and we still haven't banned fucking stupid people from breeding. Or pedophiles from breeding, or trash from breeding and shit. They're not gonna do it because it's their robot army, and it's an excuse to how they exist is they're just rabbits. It's not computer generating them whenever. It's the rabbit. They real Pinocchio rabbit. Fucking computer. I dated Pinocchio just accidentally shit out some people who's real stupid. There's a saying that said not happen. The Abrahamic religion brought to what Jesus. And Jesus, while he's sucking a baby bunny's dick. Fucking. What is with this trash? Why does this just keep going on and on and on? We don't like them. And you start off being born around this fucking trash you don't like. And I'm being forced in their nation, around their people. They follow me when I go to other nations and shit. And obviously they already own most of those other nations, so they're trash already. So it's been like 50 years of just trash. Nothing of value. The human disease in this city has spent like the first 30 years forcing me around the worst fucking trash in all sorts of situations. Passing me back grades, drugging me. Asian girl tried to talk to me when I was in first grade. And from what I can tell, those are the smart people on the planet. And then they separate me from, like, everyone else in the school bands together to separate me from that classroom. And it always makes me think not only are they trying to force me back grades, but they're trying to prevent me from talking to people who are better than they are and shit. Because they want to keep it down to their Hebrew Bible level of filth and nothingness. Americanness and shit, low IQ, low quality, savage fucking bullshit. I don't necessarily think that they're any better, but Hey, if you tell me they're so much better, you gotta spend that much time preventing me away from them and keeping me away from them, then at least I know that they're better than you. They are. They don't have to do that. All they do is talk to me and watch what they do. And then the other trash, I watch what they do and I know they're trash. So I don't really want to know what's going on. I don't really want to be around this anymore. I want to maybe watch my family get fucking sliced into kibbles and bits and resurrected repeatedly for centuries, and everyone else below them on the level of how far they, how much they can convince me they're good people. Um, that's all I really want. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of you guys fucking forcing me to be alive and be here. You tries. You're not guys, are you? That's for sure. Fucking. There's no way that's trash, low IQ shit, filth I was raised around. Living beings don't talk about giant bunny, invisible bunnies, and Jesus and garbage like that. That's fucking low IQ filth. You couldn't even figure out how to breathe and walk if you're talking about the Bible and shit. Fucking. This is bullshit. Jeffrey Epstein in his goddamn Bible is fucking trying to convince people that robots are living beings with soul. That is fucking trash. Fucking. Fuck you guys and all your Easter trash. I see you trash, and I see you keep doing it. And I see, even after the 2020 shit, that the motherfuckers who I was directly trying to hunt and kill with fucking 2020 kept doing it while it was going on. So I know you guys, because you don't have the brain power to realize that that wall is stronger than your fucking skull. So, just like people who didn't realize or who didn't give a shit, the wall is stronger than their skull. Fucking. It's either occasionally still threatening me. I don't let you guys talk to me or come around me anymore. But again, jealous ass groupie bitches. Fucking people who no one wants to talk to and hang out with. I'm getting a lot of that in my feed, aren't I? Bunch of trash and no one wants to. They gotta create these fake accounts with 6 million followers and 20 million comments. And in reality, no one would talk to them or go around them. Like Elvis. How do you go from Mozart to Elvis? Well, you gotta be real trashy in your methods. Be able to create music like Mozart and then sell music like Elvis or anything in Hollywood. It's a pattern. Everything's on a pattern here. Humans are being, in their systems, are being created by an ancient algorithm that lacks the ability to upgrade itself and update itself. That's almost like saying, look at it this way. If you play a video game like Zelda, you could say you're playing an ancient algorithm that lacks the ability to update itself. That's the thing that keeps being drawn in this. Is how obviously there's a computer generating this for some reason in these characters. And it's not because there's living beings being enslaved on the planet, because they're part of it. So, no one else has ever said that. Everyone I know is part of it. They even called my family the Smiths, the evil people in the fucking video game, the Agent Smiths. Fucking in that film, and that definitely about where it goes and shit. Of course, it's a invisible Satan. It's an invisible goat. I'm so stupid. I'm a living being. I'm stupid. I'm a human. I'm so stupid. Can't have thought. Wow. Wow. Fucking. Man. The whole time I don't get directed towards a nation with better people. I want to go live in better music. I don't even know if they exist after being here. But they work together to do that too. Like my mom and my dad. They work together to fucking in the city. I like how they have the loser fucking AI generated musicians make statements, or actors in Hollywood make statements that you can't blame your parents. It's like, it's not my parents, motherfucker. It's you and them. They're trying to pass the buck on. There's one computer that is pure trash. They're just trying to pass the buck on. It has no ability to have a new thought or generate anything different. You can tell it's not even one living person in its entirety. And that's part of it, to threaten to kill God if you don't let him, if he doesn't let you rape children, and if he doesn't listen to you and shit like that, trash like that. This is amazing bullshit. I imagine we probably don't have any family back in reality. You gotta realize we're probably billions of years old, and all the robots here, any living beings here would have killed off most of the people here. Long dealt with the problem. Put it to rest, right? Don't call it kill, just put it to rest, because they gotta have their vagina language. Their Bible language. Fuck. That's why that's legal to go outside and threaten me with your Bible. Fucking torture, fucking rape, fucking language, because your vagina's hide. You don't fucking either mentally can't do it, or you can't figure out that you don't think you're gonna live through going around threatening to fucking torture and kill everyone if they don't worship you and shit. And you're called and giving your children to fucking shit like that. Obviously, the Pope ain't gonna be able to do that, is he? Their people were designed. Everyone was designed real small before the savages in North America came out in 1980, huh? It all started when I came here. People had thoughts and started to fucking think that giant bunnies don't exist, and seraphims started appearing and shit. And they started drugging children because I was born, and they started trying to make homosexuality legal and force it on me because I was born and shit in the church. See what I'm saying? This is disgusting. Anyone who even talks of this Easter shit, you're trash. Like, just, I mean, this other trash came to me the other day. He looked like sewage. He looked like some sort of handful of feces and slime. If I just reached blindly down into a sewer and grabbed a handful of what gunk was on the bottom, his face looked like that. It was like Rothschild and shit. So he's coming up to me to threaten me with the Bible and shit. And it's like, well, why do you think you were created to look like the absolute worst sewage on the planet if anything you say is good. I would never buy a book that looks like you. You are going to have to pay women to have sex with you. You're going to have to pay men 10 times more. Well, maybe not. You have to say hello and you look sexy to get a man in this country. Fucking. So when does this shit end? How come this shit keeps going on? I'm not going to like these creatures, these computer generated idols. I'm not going to like anything they've ever will say or ever will do. I will always understand that it will be exactly as it has been and they're incapable of doing anything else and never to expect anything more. I don't expect my carpet to go wash my dishes. Why would I do that? Because I'm not a human. My brain doesn't pip, pop, and fry and be like, maybe the Easter Bunny carried carpet and carpet didn't train it, wash dish. See, my brain's not like, Easter Bunny. We don't interject things with Easter Bunny. Like, oh, my towels are going to get the Easter Bunny to go wash themselves. This is like, oh my god! And except for the humans have been like this real hostile, fucking aggressive, fucking murderous, child rapist, drugging terrorist trash since I was born. That's the only difference there between is it like mentally retarded terrorist trash. It's not like, so you put a knife in the hand of a retarded person having a seizure, and that's a human. Put a Bible in his hand. That's all that's happening here. There's nothing more. Where it says, oh, you went to Mars. Someone showed you a picture of a Hollywood film, so you're going to Mars. Only 6 people went, so literally no one on the planet has ever been to Mars, so no, you haven't. It's like saying, one day it looked like I was having 6 toes because my callus was so big. Man, this is some human shit. Just talking alone. This is the lowest of the human shit. This is like some female shit. To have to even talk about it. That's lower than human. Man, this is fucked up, dude. I have to drug myself constantly. You guys stopped me that because you guys started. But I have to drug myself too. So you can fucking manipulate me and shit. So I can put up with it. Fucking. And then you control the drug trade. And then you blame other people for it. Oh, someone else. It wasn't me. And it was the 10 billion people I know. It was this one goat. Invisible goat. It wasn't me. Fucking, as the Bible whore said. The whore of Babylon. Fucking, it wasn't them. And them. Yeah. Man, this is fucked up, dude. How do you even how would living beings even create such a trash nation like USA? They don't have the intellect to be able to put something together so fucking trashy. It takes a lot of skill to write these religions. It takes a lot of AI slop to make something sound that fucking stupid and look that fucking stupid. That's far beyond even me as like a fucking award-winning writer. I don't really invent new shit a lot too much. That took like 30, 40 years for me to invent new shit. Fucking 30, 40 years after winning awards to invent new shit. Fucking the whole psychosisness to it is like I've just fucking went through my book here and randomly X'd out words, and it's just like, the pedophiles me have asked slime monster different dialogue questions warn me they fulfill by people feel agreement that children child rape mutilation. It's literally what it sounds like when people talk and shit. And Easter Bunny. Did I say Easter Bunny in there? It was written somewhere in there, but I'm just going through fucking pulling out random fucking words and shit. And it's like, it took a long time for me to analyze all their mentally retarded bullshit to be able to come up with something where it could even sound that unique when I'm stealing words from every sentences and not trying to make anything. It's taken a lot of time for me to do something stupid. I'm winning awards 40 years ago. 40 fucking years later, I can make something stupid out of it by using high school, like advanced mathematical calculations as I'm going through this too. So it's not really I'm being stupid. It's like I'm being really mathematically calculated and how can I make this stupid with the best I can. Create a certain holy word that good occasionally for the choice promote much invisible religion. That's to say the purpose of giant bunny. That's what it sounds like when motherfuckers talking and shit, especially about giant bunnies. Doesn't that sound like an Easter sermon to you? Here, check this out. They instantly looked many who go along, having similar anyways. Memories becoming daily from their network common. The giant bunny. Mutilation, it's just followers, for he is children. Let's sing the hymn on the next page. The whole place introduced, which was software slaps words. Everything accurate. You see, I'm trying to sound stupid, and that sounds so intelligent. Actually, it's like summoning up, like, Earth. That was the most fucking quickest. I've got like 5 pages here, and that's like, I could just sum it up in those fucking 10 words. That's not all. The giant bunny often wish created making computers emotional to create its software. It's better stuff. Sounds real. There you go. Let's fucking sell that book and shit. That won't sell. People will be like, oh, it's retarded. And I'll be like, but no, that's literally just what you sound like. So you hate yourself? Why are you hitting yourself with the COVID poison injection? Why are you hitting yourself? You hate yourself? I hate you. Fucking, I've never known them to hate themselves. They got this software emotional programming where they're ego freaks and they think they're like fucking great. Like, I'm seeing giant bunnies, bro. I'm so great. I'm so great, bro. Oh, I took a LSD. I'm so great, man. Fucking. I gotta go to church. I'm so great, man. I went to rape my child with the Pope. We're so great. He let me join him this time. So great. This is way, way overextended. I get the feeling. I mean, we're gonna definitely slaughter whoever the fuck's behind this and shit. But and any of our family members when we get out of here for allowing us in here. Obviously, this low IQ robot trash here couldn't have produced something better than it is by orders of fucking the highest magnitude. But whatever trash in the real world has hung out with me has led to me making bad decisions. I end up on Earth. And maybe it's the same trash because just like on Earth, they force me to be around them. They force me to hang out with them. And they force me to go with them as they make bad decisions. So someone's inventing that. It's clearly not me because I'm saying, why don't we just kill them? Or remove their reproductive organs. However, they're creating more of this bullshit. Hit them upside the head with the baseball bat and a nuclear missile. See if we can't knock some sense into them with a nuclear missile. I'm trying to figure out. Motherfuckers can't be building buildings and roads and cities if they got Easter bunnies on the brain. What's that? When you got water on the brain, what's that mean? That means like the brain is popping and frying. It definitely ain't doing that shit. Some of the people I know fucking, I'm questioning how they breathe and walk. Jabba the Hutt doesn't walk no more. That's not surprising to me. Now, it should be to you, according to what you say Earth is, that a human can't walk anymore. Wow, how could that not happen? Jabba the Hutt can't walk no more. Jabba the Hutt's a slime monster and shit. Anyways, I hope we get rid of this Earth soon. It doesn't matter. Getting rid of Easter and all these fucking people's breeding rights who shouldn't be allowed to be in our nations and breed. They can go breed in some other nation. Of course, this nation ain't going to be number one on the planet if there were a nation of people who didn't talk about shit like that. It'd be like China. They'd have all these high-tech, futuristic things, you know. Wow. Wow, I didn't really mean that. But it is that, ain't it? It is just America's just fucking low IQ trash fucking invader fucking nation who's living off it, invading every other fucking country on the planet, not actually doing anything. And those other people are fucking farther ahead, and America makes sure they can't fucking invade shit. Invades them and shit on occasion. Yeah, on occasion. It might be a constant thing. Sounds like from what they say, it's a constant thing. It's like a bunch of fucking kindergarten retards here. Fucking bullying the world. Because they're still living back in the cave ages where people, all they have was sticks to beat people in the head with. And, you know, in stories about giant bunnies to trick them so they would let their guard down so they could beat them in the head and shit, hit them in the head for the other person grab their club and hit them. And it's kind of funny to watch that happen, but I think that's their parents. from the map of invasions across the planet. Kanye West said that too about Elon Musk. And I've noticed that the slime in my family, the Agent Smiths, fucking, they have that look, the Elon Musk fucking Asian look, and they have the attitude too. They everyone's trash. All those supposedly Asians are smart, so their parents would be smart too. Fucking, but you get that, it's a lottery when you fuck up your genetics by raping people you're invading and shit. You might not get the best genetics coming out of each end, one or the other, or both at the same time. But I don't really give a shit. I think 2020 proved they're all in on it, and they're a computer, and they're one computer, and they're not separate, unique individuals and shit. They've been saying that all along. I think I knew that when I was 6, when I looked at the dollar bill, and I was like, oh, look, they're God's evil technology, huh? And just stop caring about talking to them and was busy trying to fight them off, forcing me to talk to them all the time and shit. Because, like, a computer won't, like modern computers, after they got their hands on them, it won't shut the fuck up. Turn a computer into a female. Anyways, so you guys got any plans to get rid of this Easter shit? And these pedophile Bibles? Or are you just gonna go on keeping protecting Trump? Like, you're literally celebrating Easter so Donald Trump can go steal fucking resources from the Middle East and suppress them, make them stupid and backwards, so USA can remain in the top of the charts. That's all that's for. That's all Easter is for. It's the story of Esther. It's the story of Donald Trump going in and raping nations. Fucking nothing else. Technically, the story, it does look like Jesus was sent to destroy better people in Rome, but that's called scapegoating, which is also described in the Bible, where they make up invisible creatures like giant bunnies that don't exist in order to blame for shit they did, so no one thinks it's them who's doing it. And in fact, you can see that's Donald Trump's role. 10,000,000% right now. That's all their people have been doing the whole time, though. I've known, 4 Donald Trumps. And that's all they do. That's all their people do. And 10,000 of his cousins I've known. Pretty sure I grew up around them, if they're going to call them the Agent Smiths and the Matrix and shit. Fucking, that's computer generating them, though. Calling them trash, calling them evil, because I didn't generate that trash. It generated that trash, and then it generates the movie The Matrix to label them as trash. Fucking. Yeah. Well, hopefully this ends soon. I'm so tired of this. It's been, 46 years? I've been sounding like one of you guys' fucking females who beat you in the head and tells you what to do every day and tells you to go celebrate Giant Bunny Day, huh? I'm just saying the same thing over and over. I might as well get some money from this. Be like, yeah, go get me some Burger King with extra mayonnaise. 2 pounds of mayonnaise, please. Tell them, please. I'm not telling you, please. Fucking. Wow. Well, this is crazy. This just keeps going on and on. And the longer it goes on and on, it was supposed to end in 2020. I was supposed to forget about this place and get rid of it. from my mind any way possible. So the longer it goes on out, and the more it's going to draw it out, that the outcome is going to be what it's, it's BDSM heaven, where they get beaten and whipped and tortured. Fucking, because I'm all on board with that these days. I'm on Trump's side because he's killing people. It doesn't matter what he says, as long as he's killing people. That's what needs to be done to fix things. Fucking just killing the right people. Isn't Trump the one stealing my life from me? Yeah, but still, it's not like a step backwards in Easter Bunny land, right? I mean, he is selling the Bible, but obviously there's a difference between real people and pedophile fucking propaganda about invisible things. Obviously, Jesus was a cartoon character too that never existed, but supposedly there was a human once. I believe we get rid of this shit soon. I'm so tired of this. Just like every day is all this is, and me being tired of this shit. And the humans kept up their shit since 2020, acting like they got plagued and their brains got taken over and tons of other things that have been happening. And it's like, but we don't trust a word they say. We never will. So as long as I don't see it, it's not real. And if I do, we've already seen robots, living beings, fake living beings out here claiming they're real that aren't. So we're that far that we're not going to believe anything they say ever again. Want to hear them, want to listen to them. We're already there. So, and we should have been from the day we were here, because we knew the second we were born. But obviously the drugging and the torture and the terror and what the Easter Bunny brings, I'm saying, like, all this Easter trash, they're fucking child rapists, abusers, and druggers. That's how Jeffrey Epstein gets people to give him and the Pope children. Jeffrey Epstein writes the Bible and then creates the religion. And why is all the little girls hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein? I'm too stupid to figure it out. Well, it's because you told him to. It's because you told him. It's because you taught him to. And it's like, why do I have to care about other people's little girls when I'm the one? What do these vaginas have that's more important than a man? And anytime they're raping men is more important than when they're raping women. They're not even talking. All the humans are hiding that shit. We noticed that too. That's their real fucking holy grail right there. That's even the transsexual grandparents I had fucking taught me about that. The Easter Bunny parents, the Esther, their people are trans. Jeffrey Epstein is a trans. Esther is a trans. Bunnies look exactly the same. Triple trans. We just keep going on. We don't want to be involved in it. We're not going to be. We're not going to like them. We're not going to want to talk to them or be around them. We're going to. It's just been more and more hate builds up since 2020. Ever since their cover of blaming Jews who don't exist for everything they do was fucking blown out the water in 2020. It's another thing this trash is doing with their Bible. They're blaming invisible bunnies who don't exist for what they do. That is what Epstein and the Easter Bunny is. baiting children into them, and then they were saying, "Oh, Epstein's so evil. He's trying to rape kids. I'm going near him. Come near us." And it's like, no one even knows Epstein existed. He probably didn't. But that's what the trash around me taught my grandparents taught me when I was a kid. They taught me what pedophiles were, and then they taught me about Easter, and I was like, you just told me pedophiles do shit like that. And it's like, well, we're never going to talk to a human again because you are fucking pedophiles. And then, of course, hilarity ensues as I'm forced to talk to them for decades after I say, don't talk to me again. Because I don't have a right to not talk to trash. They have a right to take my life and rape me and fucking do whatever they want with me. An entire fucking trashy ass fucking planet like this. At least as far as I know, USA is. So, one at a time, just erase USA. Turn an uninhabitable nuclear wasteland along with fucking Israel. Don't let the people escape. I mean, obviously the answer is destroying the entire planet, getting rid of fucking the planet, because Earth is a disease harboring them. It's the same being of light. Of course, the trash wants to extend their vacation on planet trash, so they've got all these other fucking excuses for why they shouldn't be holocausted and disposed of. Oh, I mean, it's the Bible, isn't it? It's like, no, don't kill us, no, don't abort us, no, we have rights to be trash. Fuck him. Donald Trump has a right to be trash, and so does Joe Biden and Epstein and everyone I know. We have rights. I don't have rights. Why do computer robots have rights? Oh, fucking trash. Fuck Easter. Fuck anyone who talks about this loser shit. I mean, seriously, just why haven't you ever kept your Bible to your fucking self? Because you can't invade and kill and rape everyone if you don't. If you do, keep it to yourself, huh? Because that's all it's designed for. It's designed by Jeffrey Epstein to kill and rape everyone. Not designed by some dumbass god. Fucking trot. Fucking computer invented this shit, fucking Earth. Obviously, that's why it produces giant bunnies and shit, because it's fucking mentally retarded, low IQ, and useless. Bunnies and fucking flying reindeer and humans are living beings with souls. The Hebrews are real. They is real. But dude, you couldn't sound any more dumb than that if you tried and shit. Oh no, wait a minute, you can. Let's invent a female and just take anything from it except for the ability to breathe and walk. And just have it fucking walk around. Just like, damn bunny. Donald Trump? Fuck. That's fucking horrible, dude. Are we gonna find out a way to bring these fuckers back to life, though? Because the main people I want to see tortured, fucking, we're gonna have to bring them back to life and shit. The people who have been involved with this the longest, we need to, if Pinocchio's fucking delusions of the Easter Bunny and hell are real, we gotta figure out how to bring those fuckers back to life. And they got plenty of clones. Why would we waste a second torturing them if we just don't like them and don't want to be around them? I mean, obviously, they keep forcing their way into your lives, and they definitely deserve it. Um, anyways, fuck you, people. Fuck your Bible. Fuck your fucking Easter bunny. Fuck your Jesus. I would kill him too. Um, I mean, that's the whole point of saying fuck you to Christians, isn't it? Is they all want to drink Jesus's blood and be like him and rape, and kill, and destroy and shit for fucking absolutely nothing for gerbil supremacy and shit. But fuck all that shit. What the fuck do we ever have to hear about that one time for? The only thing that makes sense is they look like robots trying to enslave living people with a bunch of delusional mind control tricks and shit. And they act like robots too. There's no acting like they aren't. Like they are living beings. That makes no sense. Living beings don't talk about giant bunnies and shit. But no one's ever said that for some reason. Everyone's always talking about giant bunnies and shit. And Jesus. And the flying reindeer. And America. And freedom. And hope and love and peace. And it's like, wow, man, this is trash. This is ultra trash. Just think of, just, don't be too offended. If you're trash, realize you're just a small part of something that's generating a hell of a lot more trash than what you're capable of. Maybe we can come together one day and exterminate it.